Catoctin Country Store, here with my mom today to make popovers. We've got Erin filming for us today. Erin's my daughter, and we got mom over here. The difference between your daughter and your mother is when mom makes a video with you, you don't have to pay her, not so much with your daughter. This is our very first video at Catoctin Country Store, and so today we're having breakfast, popovers with mom. The reason that I asked mom to come over and make this video and show us how to make popovers is because mom has been a cook, a grade A cook, for my entire life, and she does everything fantastically. And she's gotten to a point in her life where she doesn't even look at directions at all. And so I thought, see if we could break that pattern, because with popovers you do need to look at the directions. I thought that, you know, if she can make them and break that habit, then anybody can make them. Mom, have you ever made popovers before?
Well, yeah, I have. Back when I was a young girl, right out of college, I was a home economics teacher, and for some reason, all over the United States, we in our curriculum taught students to make popovers. And very seldom they turned out like they should, but we still tried to teach them to make popovers, and that's probably the last time I really ever tried to make popovers.
Okay, so it's 10 years anyway, since you made popovers. And so we are using Winterport Company Blue Ribbon Popover Mix. And I fell in love with popovers with my family when we went to up north to Maine, to Acadia National Park. And what was the name of the restaurant?
I don't know, but they were famous for popovers.
Oh, up in Acadia, there's a little restaurant. They have wonderful popovers. I'll post it on the website. But we went as a family, had them. They were fantastic, and I've wanted to find a good popover mix ever since. And this really is a wonderful popover mix. It's really not too hard. The directions aren't difficult. I'm going to read them for us real quick. We just have to preheat our oven to 450 degrees. With a blender, we're going to mix 4 eggs, 2 cups of milk, and then our popover mix we're going to add to that blended mixture. And then we're going to at low speed blend it until it's almost smooth, but we're not going to overbeat it, so it's still going to have some little dusty clumps in it. And then we're going to fill our greased popover pans to about 3/4 full, bake at 450 for 15 minutes, and then we're going to turn our heat down to 350 and bake for an additional 15 minutes. So not too tough. So Mom, if we'll get started here.
Okay, and the first thing are the eggs, is that right?
Yep, eggs and milk.
Okay.
So we've already gone ahead and broke 3 eggs, and we're adding our 4th egg. There we go. And 2 cups of milk. And I'm going to go ahead and open up our popover. Well, I love these little bags, and all of our baking mixes you're going to find are going to have really beautiful little bags. Great in gift baskets or gift collections. Send to a family member. They really are beautiful. Okay, here's our popover mix. You'll see that inside the bag it's packed in another plastic bag for freshness. So get it started with a spoon anyway.
You don't want to overbeat any of this.
No. I'm going to go ahead and...
Popovers either. We want to make sure we don't overbeat them.
These are our popover pans that we sell at Catoctin Country Store. I'm just going to spray with a little bit of pan cooking oil. Almost smooth.
Okay, this is done.
Okay, so we're good.
We are there.
All right, and we've been preheating our oven at 450. We're not quite there yet, well, let's go ahead and spoon our mixture into our popover tins.
Okay. 2/3 full?
3/4.
Okay. That's about 3/4. The nice, what you want in a popover is you really want it to pop over the rim.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to run out, if I remember correctly, back in when I made them correctly. But these are nice pans.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we never had pans growing up. Maybe that was the reason they never turned out really great.
Well, there's another video on the website actually about the pans, talking about them, but the wire rack allows the heat to rise up through the pan and go around the popover, and that really does make a big difference. And also, the cups are narrower at the bottom and deeper, as you can tell, and that makes a big difference too. think
Okay.
we're good. All right, great. Our oven is preheated, and so we're going to go ahead and slip our popovers in, and we're going to set our timer for 15 minutes. And we just have to remember that after 15 minutes, we don't take them out and we don't peek. We're just going to take the heat down to 350. All right, great. All right, we're down to our last 10 seconds, and then we're going to take our temperature from 450 down to 350 for the last 15 minutes of baking, and then we'll be able to enjoy our popovers. And there we go. All right, here we are, 2 seconds left, and we're ready for the grand reveal of our popovers. Oh,
Wow.
lovely, lovely,
Wow,
lovely.
wow, wow.
Okay, this is awesome. Look at that. And that is a popover, just delicious, huge,
Oh my
fluffy, coming out of the pan like that. And Mom, if you'll help
Those
me.
are beautiful.
Aren't they
Beautiful,
lovely?
beautiful, beautiful.
Now you might have to adjust the temperature on your own oven. If you know you have an oven that runs a little hot or a little cold. So here are our popovers, absolutely delicious, big and fluffy, just like what we want.
My kids back in Hallsville, Missouri, never made their popovers look like that.
Never looked like that.
No.
Never looked like that.
Back in 1961.
Now we have a special guest star today because we know that popovers, in order to really to prove that they're good, we need someone with a very sensitive palate, someone who only eats the very best. So we have Logan, who's a 16-year-old boy. We all know 16-year-old boys don't like to just eat anything. So Logan, come on in. This is Logan Casey. Come on in here, buddy. All right, so Logan, go ahead and let's have a popover. How you do this is you're going to open it up, and you'll see when you open up your popover, that's nice and light and airy, and then you fill it with butter or your choice of preserves. And we have some great Kentucky Country Store cherry preserves here. Mom, go ahead and grab one.
I'm going to. I just waiting for him.
You want some cherry preserves, or do you want your
Cherry butter.
you want cherry butter? All right, here's some cherry butter for Logan.
You actually have it.
Here you go. There you go. And have you ever had these popovers before?
I have not. This
Okay.
will be my first time.
I'm sure it's better. They're prettier. Are they hot?
What do you think?
Really good.
Really good. They are. They're delicious. They're nice and light and airy and delicious. And now what we did was, while we made these popovers, we also made a popover in just a regular muffin tin. Just to give you an idea of the difference. So here is a popover made out of a muffin tin. Here is a popover made out of a popover pan. And you can really see the difference. They're much less light and airy, or much smaller, first of all. And then on the inside, they're denser. They're not as airy as the ones coming out of the popover pans. So that's why we really do suggest, whether you get them from Kentucky Country Store or in your local area, if you're going to get the popovers, you probably want to get the popover pans.
Makes a big difference.
It makes
Wow.
a big difference. So thanks for joining us on our video on popovers. We hope that you get some and enjoy some with your family. Great for holidays or any time at all. Thanks. Bye-bye.